I don't think at this point you can put African anywhere on us. We've been stripped of that.
We really, they talk about the sheep. We really the lost sheep with no shepherd. Me, can't nobody give me that because I know I ain't that. I'm only interested in one thing. If I had me a building where I could be gambling in it now, I wouldn't be sitting in front of you talking now. I would, because I'm after the money. I know how to make the money that I want to make, and I know how I can make my money. And I can make my money, I can get people's jobs. I might can open up a school. I might can build a black hospital. You understand? Because my nature and his nature is different. He might have lung cancer, and his genes and my genes are two different genes, so you can't treat them alike. I'm black. My is just stronger than him. You understand? I automatically, so no, it's our own philosophy. We're our own doctors. We're our own scientists. So that's really why we are retarded. We're mentally ill. We wake up every day to have sex. We wake up every day to play football, basketball, drink some wine, smoke some weed. We just enjoying planet Earth, really. Really, the black race, they don't manufacture nothing, they don't produce nothing, they don't grow nothing. So there it is, so it's just, there it is.
We talked about the law of God versus the law of man. And you kind of told me that God's law been out the window. We've been done living from under God's law. We living under man's law. What's that mean?
What do that mean?
Yeah.
If you live according to God's law, the way Jesus Christ gave it to you, you don't hate nobody, you don't dislike nobody, you feeding everybody. You looking out for everybody, it ain't nothing but love. If you living according to God's law, who do God give his law to? God gave his law to Israel. God gave his law to Israel. Israel gave the law, Jesus gave the law, the man picked up Jesus' law as Jesus' law. Now every time now, whose law is it? The government's the law. The king's law. Over in England, how do they have to live? In Russia, how do they have to live? They live by God's law. If they living by God's law, would man be dropping on children? Would they be flying airplanes dropping on people? So you're living by man's law, king's law, president's law, dictator's law. Some fool, they want to say, well, okay then, I want to this country over here. God, y'all take up an airplane and go over there and people that God sent that law? Allah sent that law? Man sent that law. Why? Because two men got a different agreement? So a bunch of innocent people, poor people, don't know nothing about nothing, got to suffer for that? God didn't send them laws. Man, you're living by man's law. That's man's law.
That's what stood out. That stood out.
They change law every day. What did Donald Trump do? Donald Trump said if he get in and lost, y'all going to jail. He done broke every law it is. Is he going anywhere? No. So that's man's law. Man's law can be challenged. They don't even speak God's law. They live according to the devil. You know when you get up and you little baby, you wrong. You know when you get up in the morning and you hit that man from the back, you wrong. Now, and if you're in Greece, they hit one another from the back. The Greeks, they do all that in the back. They do all of that. Different countries do things. There ain't nothing wrong with it. That's what they do in that country. The Indians used to hit in the back. This is their law. This is what they do. That's man's law. Drink. That's the devil worships law. Drink the. That's the man's law. Ain't no God's law. If we all lived by God's law, it wouldn't be no problems. If we all, Jesus had a great philosopher. He that ain't never sinned, talk about him. All us done sinned. Show me a man ain't sinned. Show me a perfect man. Show me a perfect woman. Right today in the White House, they arguing and squabbling like a motherfucker. Democrats and Republicans are squabbling with one another like a motherfucker because they can't come to agreement. They can't come to a one accord. In Korea, North Korea is one accord, what Kim said. What Kim says is law. In China, what that man say is law. In Russia, Putman don't just change law no more. People mad at Putman. Women is mad at Putman. They off all of their sons and their husbands. Ain't no sons and no husband no more, so they ready to get rid of him. Because the man's law. We're not living by God's law. We're not living by Buddhist law. We're not living by Allah's law. Allah tell a motherfucker to blow up yourself and blow up all them people in there. Allah ain't said no shit like that. Man, the dictator that you listen to, that you follow. I had to go for $300 a month one time. I had to go for $300 a month. $300 a month. Them soldiers is...
Oh, okay. You talking about in the war. Okay.
Every day, and don't even know why they for another man's reason. So no, you're not living by God's law. Don't nobody live by God's law. They broke God's law. Adam and Eve broke God's law.
The first day of the planet's existence, we've been breaking God's law.
Syria, everybody dropping on everybody. Somebody gonna drop one in this motherfucker. This motherfucker ain't too good to get a boy, it won't drop on it. Every country get a dropped on it. Many we've been dropping on people. You think a motherfucker ain't got nerves enough to try to drop a on us one day? You think Putman won't try us? You think won't try us? You think the Chinese won't try us? Who are we?
Right.
And we can dictate to everybody and tell everybody what we want them to do. Ain't nobody trying to hear us. Ain't nobody trying to hear that white United States man talk. We are the only people that have to listen to him and be scared of him because we can't fight him back.
You talked about going over there and having to do what you had to do over there for $300 a month. First off, what year was this?
67 and 68.
Okay. So just to give the audience perspective, $300 in 1966 is the equivalent of $2,700. We don't even go $2,800 because it's $2,799. Like, so in today money, that's $2,800 a month. Did you have to go through a training period to go fight in the war?
You got 6 months of basic training. No, what is it? 3 months of basic training? You got 3 months of basic training. Then if you get ready to go overseas, you have maybe, I forgot. How long do you, I forgot, maybe a couple of months before you go overseas to go to a war zone. When you get ready to go to another country, they build a little place in one of the places in America that you go train. And that's that country that you finna drop your ass off in. And when you get there, you kind of aware of what it is.
So you kind of know. So
yeah.
Is the preparation enough?
No, never enough. Never enough. When you come to my house to have war with me, you don't know where I'm hiding at when you get over here. You know where they done told you I'm hiding at. The Vietnamese hid on us, and we thought the Vietnamese on top of the ground, the Vietnamese up under the ground. We sleeping on Vietnamese. They got tongues, and we didn't know nothing about tongues. Just like Palestinians had tongues, we didn't know nothing about tongues.
In the movies, you kind of see it like that, to where they had real clever traps and stuff like that. How important was it to be aware of everything?
It's very important because you're dealing with your life and your freedom. You're dealing with your life. You're trying to get back home. So you got to be very, very careful when you come to another country. And now, the war in the jungle is totally different than the war in Iraq. They blowing up shit. They blowing up shit. Every now and then they'll fly in and blow up shit, you know, but they blowing up shit every day in Iraq. So those little boys is crazy. They drum up. That whistle. You hear that whistle coming in. You hear it coming in.
So have you ever heard of it before? That's what it sounds like, a whistle.
You got 3 whistles.
Wow.
And then you can get up, move. But you better hurry up and get back down because it's coming back in. You got to be low because when it hits and it splashes, metal and everything. So you just